He's a member of the 680 family and a damn good dog.
Hutson Mason, quick throw. Touchdown!
It's Hutson Mason, presented by Engineered Solutions of Georgia.
Time now to talk to our quarterback and his lifelong family member here in the locker room. It's our boy, Hutson Mason. Hut, it kind of stinks when a team ruins your Sunday and it hasn't even reached 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Falcons did just that yesterday. We've been spending a lot of time talking about Michael Penix. You played the quarterback position. Is it fixable what you see right now with Michael Penix?
Yes, 100%. And I think there's countless examples across the NFL that you can point to right now. Daniel Jones and the Colts being one of them, where if you get a quarterback and you get the marriage and the relationship right with play caller quarterback, it can change things for a quarterback. Michael Penix has the talent. Look, I don't know that he is going to go on to be like a 15-year NFL Matt Stafford-like guy, but he's got the arm talent to be a starter in the NFL. Would I like him to be more mobile? Yeah, but I do believe that with a more experienced, nuanced play caller, and you're seeing this all across the NFL, with somebody that can develop the quarterback, teach the quarterback how to play the quarterback position, put him in positions where it highlights his strengths plus the strengths of the offense around him, you could get a better situation than what you're getting with Zach Robinson right now. So, confidently, I would say 100% yes, this is fixable.
All right, how would you fix it? Because Raheem tells me he's going to fix it every freaking week and doesn't fix anything. How do you fix it? Do you work on fundamentals? Is it footwork? It looks like he's stagnant in the pocket like a statue sometimes. How do you fix it as a quarterback and a quarterback coach?
Well, I'd go to Arthur Blank's office and I'd say, hey, what's our plan for backup plan for Zach Robinson? Because this isn't working. It's not going to get fixed with Zach Robinson.
Okay.
I guess that's the point I was trying to make. This offense has hit their ceiling with Zach Robinson, which is not a very high one. And it is clear. I mean, we've been doing this for 4 weeks. We've been talking about, and I've been coming on here saying, hey, guys, this isn't going anywhere. I can see it. It's the same mistakes week in, week out. This is an offense that can't really score points. They put up 25 yesterday, but that was really, the high mark of the season for them. They are undisciplined. They're poorly coached. It's a Mickey Mouse operation on offense with penalties and not getting the play call in. You've got, it's JV stuff that you see out of a bunch of professionals. And it's the details. And it's the same stuff that shows up week after week after week. So is it fixable? Yes, but not with Zach Robinson.
There's one more thing that I think could probably help fix Michael Penix, and that's getting a legitimate number 2 receiver on this roster because, I don't know what you've seen with Darnell Mooney, but it hadn't been a whole lot compared to what he was last year outside of Drake London, who is a beast at receiver. I don't know if Penix has confidence in anybody else in that receiving or tight end room.
Yeah, I mean, the receiving room at times has broke his trust. And what I mean by that is, I'll give you an example. Yesterday, I believe the strip sack of the game where Penix gets stripped, the Colts get the ball. He checks over to Kyle Pitts to the boundary to run a quick route.
Like a lookie, right? Because he does like the binocular sign on his face. It's like a lookie, like a quick little one-step hitch or something.
Right, something quick out, quick slant. Kyle Pitts ends up running a go route. And so the reason I know it was supposed to be a quick route was because, number one, they're bringing pressure. We don't have as much to protect as they are bringing it, so he's got to get rid of the ball. And then he's taking a one-step drop in the gun, which tells me the ball's got to come out quick. And then you watch him after the play is over as he's running to the sideline. The replay camera tells you everything. He's arguing with Pitts, given the signal. He's saying, hey, I gave you this signal, and Pitts is running a go ball. He's running a go route. And so there have been times where the quarterback, wide receiver, we saw it with Kirk Cousins when he went a couple weeks ago when he went to throw the go route and the young receiver ran a comeback. I mean, again, this is what constitutes me and my frustration with this offense. I mean, you are halfway through the season, and you can't even get audibles and checks right. Who does that fall on? I thought the offensive coordinator coming down to the sideline was supposed to be the magic wand that fixes everything. And instead, Raheem gets up there. He might as well get up there with the press conference, get his headset, go up there behind the podium in the postgame, take the microphone, flip it behind his ear like he does on the sideline, and just give us the company line, because that's what he does during the game. He does nothing. He contributes absolutely nothing to the team or the franchise on Sundays.
My goodness. Fired up, Hutson. We love it. Hutson Mason joins us every single Monday to talk about our Falcons and Dawgs for that matter. And I'll tell you what it is, and I think you nailed it. It's coaching, and it's walk through Wednesdays, take it easy Thursdays, F it Fridays. If you don't take practice seriously and you let guys if you're player coach and you don't hold guys accountable every single day and practice hard and get out. How do you think Mike Vrabel practices every week? Do you think they go hard at each other? Yeah. So you're spot on, dude. It's got to be coaching, and something's got to change.
It's a culture thing right now with the Falcons. Raheem is more interested in being guys' best friends than he is being a coach and being an accountability partner. But at the end of the day, look, the Falcons are going 8 years without a playoff appearance. I mean, you could literally grow up in this city as a young kid, and maybe you haven't seen a playoff game for the Atlanta Falcons yet. It all falls in the lap of Arthur Blank. You've got an owner who's more occupied with inducting himself into his own ring of honor and it's just groupthink. And it will never change. It will never change until Arthur Blank is no longer the decision maker for the Atlanta Falcons. That's just the reality of it. It's just true.
All right.
Oh, look, 8 straight losing seasons. Is that what you're on the way to? I can't disagree with any of that. Hutson Mason joining us here via the Loud Security Systems Newsmaker line. All right, it's a de facto playoff game in Athens, Georgia, coming up 7:30 Saturday night. I know how much you've loved Arch Manning all season long, and I say that tongue-in-cheek, but Texas somehow overranked at number 11 coming to town. Georgia, can you put them out of their misery, Huddy?
Can Texas put Georgia out of their misery?
No. Georgia put Texas out of their misery.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, this game is, when you circled it on the beginning of the calendar, you thought, look, it's a top 10 matchup. It doesn't necessarily feel like a top 10 matchup because of some things that have transpired with Texas this year. But, I think it depends on what Arch are you getting. If you get the Arch and the Texas of the first 3 quarters of the Vanderbilt game, then, I've got a different, kind of opinion on the game. But they've been high and low. He's been inconsistent. I think he's lost his confidence at times this year. I think going into a huge game against Georgia, it's like, man, if you don't have confidence yet, like, when are you going to get it? So, look, it's still going to be an incredible game. There's a lot on the line. Texas playoff hopes are on the line. Georgia's SEC chances are on the line. Playoff seeding is on the line. Texas coming to Stanford Stadium for the first time. So, and Steve Sarkisian is a great coach. He's one of the best play callers in college football. But even a great play caller can't overcome a quarterback that's not playing confidently. So I think it's going to come down to what type of Arch Manning do you get.
Do you want Georgia in the SEC title game, or would you be happier with them just finishing third behind A&M and Alabama and going into the postseason?
I think the difference is probably like the seeding. I mean, as a fan, I'd love to see him play in the SEC title game. But, I'm off the top of my head, I know what probably the answer of that comes down to is seeding. And so, yeah, I mean, look, I'd love to see him. I've got confidence in Georgia either way. Obviously, if you're a Georgia fan, you'd love to get a home playoff game in Sanford Stadium. There's nothing to be cooler than that. And, but also, I feel good about Georgia really going up, even against Alabama again. I know it's hard to defend the monkey on the back of Alabama, but an Alabama-Georgia rematch in the SEC championship game would be extremely entertaining and have a lot of storylines again for Georgia. So obviously they need A&M or Alabama to lose, and it should make for a fascinating last couple weeks of the regular season.
Hutson Mason joins us on the Loud Security Systems Newsmaker line. Last one for me was there. So I've watched a couple teams in the last few weeks in the NFL. Seattle and Houston Texans kind of jumped off the page at me. Has there been, especially after yesterday or Saturday's games, is there a team in college football that gets you excited or that you watch and go, oh, they look like they might be able to do something?
I've if there's one team that I'm kind of let's see, how do I phrase this? A&M is an interesting team to me because I think with their schedule or their strength of record, strength of schedule, you could make a case that they could be number one, and they've got an incredible defense. They're probably the one team in the SEC that is playing like elite level defense, which is hard this day and age. Like they're playing better defense head and above everybody else in the SEC. So I think A&M is really the fascinating team to me. I was interested last week when the playoff came out on Tuesday. I was like, does the committee have the cojones to put them number one? I think a case could be made, but obviously they didn't. So A&M is a team right now that I find myself going out of my way to watch every Saturday.
Should be a lot of fun these last 3 weeks of college football, and it'll be a lot of fun finding something better to do on Sundays than watching this terrible thing.
Can you guys do me like at one point today? I want to hear the conversation. Have you guys talked about the field goal decision at the end of the game where the Falcons called a timeout?
It was idiotic.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just in the long line of stupid coaching decisions. It's right there.
I didn't hear anybody ask about it in the post-game presser to Raheem. Maybe I missed it. I want to give people the benefit of the doubt, but I didn't hear it.
We'll look for
what in the world? In what world where you have a kicker who has missed 2 field goals already on the day, and you call a timeout to let them set up, take their time, instead of rush the field and in what world do you call a timeout in that situation?
I don't understand it, and it's insane. I don't know. It is laughable.
That's the right mentality because there's nothing to do other than cry. I mean,
right.
You're going to laugh or you're going to cry.
Hudson, maybe Raheem needed his emotional support peacock on the plane. Maybe that would have helped him.
Oh man, I'll tell you what.
I know how you feel about animals on a plane.
Yeah,
I started drinking in the second quarter, and I didn't stop till like 8 o'clock at night. And I went to bed at 8:30. You talk about ruining a day. They did it for me.
Well, halfway through the year, we're not into Thanksgiving, and our NFL seasons are over. So I'll start putting up Christmas lights.
All right, buddy.
Well, Hut, great to talk to you as always. We'll catch up next week.
See you guys.